Hi everyone, my name's Gemma and today I'm going to be talking about finding flora and fauna, landscape scale surveys for the regional forest agreements. So the regional forest agreements are agreements between the state and the Commonwealth governments that provide for the sustainable management of our forests. So the previous agreements were signed over 30 years ago and they were due to expire in March 2020. So in 2018, DELWP commenced a $17.6 million reform program. Scientists at the Arthur Riley Institute, like myself and my colleagues, were tasked with finding flora and fauna under the Landscape Scale Survey program. The purpose of this survey work was to gather new field data to help improve our understanding of the range and the extent of forest species in eastern Victoria. And as you might imagine, in the 30 years since these agreements were signed, our survey techniques have come a really long way and we have a much better ability to detect many of these species. So in total, there were 74 species that were key targets, and we had specialist aquatic biologists out looking for cryptic fish and crayfish. We had botanists out looking for some of Victoria's most rare and threatened plants. We had teams of ecologists in the field at night time, spotlighting for possums and gliders, and we set up cameras to take photos of nocturnal species such as the long-footed potoroo. Finally, there were bird surveys undertaken for species such as the glossy black cockatoo and also for cryptic amphibians such as the large brown tree frog. Over 1,000 sites were surveyed for species during this 2-year program, so we got to a lot of places in Victoria. It's really great to have the opportunity to share our results with you today because we've had some really exciting findings. So firstly, we've got range extensions for some species, including leadbeater's possum, the large brown tree frog, and some of the aquatic species. We also have discovered new species as part of this survey program. So in East Gippsland, our aquatic specialists think that they've discovered 4 new species of spiny crayfish and probably a new galaxid fish species as well. So right now they're in the process of describing those species, so they're new to science. I think what this demonstrates is that there's still a large amount that we don't know about aquatic biodiversity in Victoria, and we really need to do more survey work to find these species and to improve our protection of them. The records from this survey program have also provided really important pre-bushfire data. So as many of you know, East Gippsland and the Northeast were severely affected by the bushfires at the beginning of this year. And so these new records that were collected just before these fires are really important baseline data against which we can measure recovery. Finally, all the new data will be put into the habitat distribution models, and some new modelling techniques will be used to improve these models. The habitat distribution models are used by the department as decision support tools, and hopefully all of this new data will provide us with better management tools for us to use while we're working out how to manage these forests into the future. Thank you.